My name is Don Fountain. I am a trial lawyer located in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida.
My name is Ben Whitman, and I'm a partner at Clark, Fountain, Littky-Rubin, and Whitman in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida.
My name is Rick Millian. I'm with the law firm of Retamar and Millian.
The goal for this case was set for us by our client, and he gave us a goal and a mission very early on, before we knew really where the case was going to go. And he said, please make sure my family is taken care of. Please make sure my children are compensated for what they've been through, for the fact that they saw what happened to their mom.
During the litigation process, as the evidence began to develop, as depositions were taken, as documents came about through the discovery process, various defendants began to decide, we want out of this case. You settle with some defendants, some of the liability theories, some of the facts that were important before are no longer important, and the case has to be distilled down to its essence before it's presented to the jury. And that's where DK Global was able to help us in their presentation.
Certain aspects of the case involved looking at a crash sequence that happened really quickly. We wanted to slow it down and show it clearly. DK Global's animation team was able to take the existing raw data and create animations. There were certain components that were really important for us to zoom in and show on. For example, where the sparks occurred from that started the fire. And their team was able to help us take the raw data sets and turn those into animations that were helpful to explain the case. In this case, we were able to use the DK Global video in an interesting part of the case. In certain areas of Florida, including where this case was pending, the trial courts are requiring that the parties use a process called non-binding arbitration. Circle K came to the arbitration and they called expert witnesses live, which is not typically done. They called corporate representative witnesses live. They submitted briefs. They did all these different things to try to explain their position. We, on the other hand, provided the DK Global product to the arbitrators in advance, and we didn't put on any other case other than a short closing statement. The arbitrators considered everything and entered a arbitration award that was in our favor, and it was an astounding arbitration award that held Circle K responsible for a majority of the fault and assigned a damages figure that was astronomical.
There is no question that DK Global and the input and the services that they provided significantly helped us at the arbitration and was going to help us throughout the trial.
The defendants know there's only one or two things happen with cases. They either get settled or the jury decides them. Those are their only two options.
The first indication that the mood was changing towards possible resolution was really right before the trial. On the Tuesday or Wednesday before trial, there was a very important hearing with the court, and the court ruled against Circle K in our client's favor and said the jury is going to hear about the children's pain and suffering for what they witnessed that day. The implication was the jury was going to see and hear a lot of really difficult video where you hear the children reacting to what they're seeing, and you can see the children reacting to what happened to their mother. My opinion is that when Circle K knew that the jury was very likely to see that video, it pushed the case in a direction of somebody decided this is one that maybe we should try to settle. Right before the case was set for trial, and we mean hours, not weeks, we were approached with a settlement offer that was too large for our clients to consider turning down. And ultimately, that's how the case resolved and ended right before trial. Working with DK Global was a collaborative process. Ultimately, they committed to us to make sure that the production met our needs. We appreciated their commitment to us, to the case, and to the client to make sure that no matter how much work it took, we were all on the same team to make sure that the outcome for the Caballes family was as good as it possibly could be.